I'm here today to show you how to disassemble the screen portion of a Acer Aspire 7551G-7606 to replace the 17.3-inch screen. So you're going to start by removing little plastic pieces that are over the screw covers or over the screws here at the bottom left and right of your screen right near the hinges. I've already done this once, so they're already gone. So you start by just taking out the screws. Try and lean your screen back as much as possible. Remove the screw completely, get your finger on it. I use a little Tupperware container to keep my screws all in one place so that they're not rolling around and I'm not losing them. After you get these screws out, you're going to want to take a flathead, start working at one of the corners because there's little snaps that just press in. You don't want to apply too much pressure or get your flathead in there too far. So you just kind of work your way down either side. And they just pop right out. And then you're going to go across the top. The first time these might stick a little more than they are right now, depending on how long you've had your laptop for. I just want to work down nice and gently. Try not to stick the screwdriver in too far and poke your screen or snag any wires. Now the hardest part is getting the bottom out, and there's going to be some glue at the top, glued to the top of your screen, so you just kind of want to gently pull that off. And you're just going to pop your bottom off. And to get this off completely, because it's going to get caught on your hinges, you want to lean your screen back as far as possible and tip it forward and it'll come right off. You just set that off to the side for now. Now, around your screen you have 6 silver screws that hold the hinge of the screen to the back plastic casing. And so you're going to take your number 1 screwdriver again, and I start at the top. You can start anywhere you like. And you just remove the screws slowly. Your screen is just going to, the backing is just going to fall back. You want to kind of tilt your screen forward a little bit because you have wires that are connected to the back of the screen, and then up here, if you have a webcam, you want to disconnect this wire very carefully so that you don't break it. You got that off. Now you can just lay this back part back. On the back of your screen, you have this connector right here for your screen. There's going to be a piece of tape on it. You want to be very careful in removing the tape. You could either remove it, or mine's coming off really easy, so I just decided to remove it, or you can cut it like I had to do on my first laptop screen. And then you're just going to kind of gently pull that out, just lay that back. Now on the side of your screen you have 3 little black screws. I'm going to be switching to a different screwdriver here. It's going to be a number 0 tip. And just take these screws out. Set them on the side. go. Voila. Your old broken screen has now been completely disconnected from your computer. You can just take that and discard of it properly. Whoever your state allows it, or whoever recycles them, just bring it to them. They'll take care of it. Now, you want to be very careful with your new screen. Obviously, it's brand new. You don't want to crack it while you're putting it in. So, leave the protective film on it. You're going to flip it over, lay it face down, right on your keyboard. Make sure that the connector port is at the bottom. You're going to take and reconnect the screen. Or you could screw it together first if you'd like. Okay. And then I'm just going to take a little piece of tape. Just place it right over the connector. Tape it down. So that way it doesn't pop out on you when you go to put it back in. And then you're just going to put all your screws back in where they're supposed to go. Like I said, the small black screws for the screen, you want to use the number 0. I got myself a little cheap Craftsman set. Oh. You don't want to crank these down too tight. You just want to get them nice and snug. It's a little easier to start at the bottom and work your way up top. Kind of doing this a little backwards here. Bear with me. I need to change positions. You're just going to be very careful. I try and lift closest to the hinge. I'm just going to slowly lift your hinge up. Try not to press too much on the center of your screen. And then you're just going to bring back up your webcam cord. It's got a little bit of stickiness onto it, so you kind of just tap it to the back of your screen. And I just want to make sure it's going to be close enough. I'm going to reconnect it right now. Okay, and then you're going to take the silver screws and your number 1 screwdriver and get one side in. Get your next side in. You don't want to tighten these ones down too much. Just make sure that they're snug. Don't try and torque them in. You don't want to strip the head of your screw or strip the threads out. You want to make sure that the wires are back right in their original grooves. Alright. And you're just gonna, at this point, I found that it's better to take this off now than to end up leaving it on there and covering it up, not being able to get it off when you put on the final case. But same way as you took it off, you want to tilt the screen back as far as possible, kind of hook the bottom in there, and then just kind of press around all your edges. Make sure everything snaps in. Bring it up. Make sure you get all your bottom snaps. And just put in your last two screws and you're all done. Well, thank you very much for taking time to watch this video. I hope it works as well for you as it did for me. Hopefully you don't damage your screen as you're putting it in. Well, there you have it. It's all set. Brand new screen. About 10 minutes. Thank you very much.